Yo, what is going on, team, squad, fam? It's your boy Yungmanray, and this right here, man, is LAIR of Traptrix, dog. All right. Now I know what you're thinking. Yo, what is LAIR of Traptrix, Yungmanray? And you know that is such an amazing question. I love when you guys ask that question, man. Okay, LAIR of Traptrix is a mix between LAIR of Darkness, which is this field spell, and you know some of these guys they're fit in with the Lair of Darkness, and Traptrix. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I came up with this deck today is because of the new Traptrix support. Okay, new support alert. Traptrix got some new support in the form of a special summon slash warrior returning alive, but for traps. And wait, actually, yeah, oh no, it sets it straight to the field, so it's not like a warrior returning alive. It's more of like a like a I don't know, but it recycles traps from the graveyard, so that's cool, and it's a special summon, so that's really good for the deck. And also right here, we got a new link card. You know what I'm saying? It's generic. It's either 2 insects or 2 plants. You know, it's pretty good. It's got a scrap iron scarecrow effect for all of your traps. You know, it's only once per turn, so don't get it crazy. Don't get it twisted, but it's a nice addition to the Traptrix archetype. It also special summons a Traptrix from the graveyard in defense position during the end phase. You know, it's pretty cool to get more Traptrix out so you can get more plays in. So yeah, that's the reason why I kind of created this deck. I wanted to show off the new Traptrix support, and also I wanted to put together one of my old creations that I've actually been working on for like quite some time. Well, on and off, you know, I like Traptrix as a going first deck, but as you might know, they're not really that good going second or anything. So yeah, I don't really play them that much, but when I do, I throw Lair of Darkness in there because I kind of like how the plants themselves kind of interact well with Lair of Darkness. Cards like Lone Fire Blossom and Evil Thorns can get you a lot of tokens really quickly with Lair of Darkness. So I like how that works off of that. There are definitely different builds of this deck that you can play. I'm not really going to go into it all like that right now. That's going to be for the recommendation section, but there's many different tech cards you can swap in and out of here. Other than that, man, I got some replays I'm going to show you guys. So, you know, let's just hop right on into those, man. You know how it goes. All right, team, this is the first replay, and we're going to be going up against Millennium Eyes Kaijus, man. And as you can see, our first hand isn't the best. You know, you kind of never want to draw double or nothing. You kind of want to search it with your Utopia double. But hey, man, that's fine. You know, we got some traps here. You know, we got Lair of Darkness here, so we're going to be able to use some of our traps. We're going to be able to trap. I'm just saying trap for everything. We're going to be searching all of our traps with Traptrix. So, you know, it's a pretty all right hand. Not the best hand. You kind of want to get a monster at least. See, at least you can get into, what's her name? Traptrix Sarah, but hey, man, it's all right, man. We got some stuff that we can defend ourselves with, so, you know, let's just get into it. You already know what it is. We're going to play some face downs and Lair of Darkness. We're going to end our turn. It's going to go into their turn. I'm going to start off by hitting that Insta-Fusion. I'm going to hit that Traptrix first. I don't know why. I'm not too good at reading cards sometimes, you guys, and just throughout this whole, you know, ordeal of playing Traptrix, I totally kept forgetting that after you use Traptrix, you can only use one more trap after using Traptrix. So, fun fact to anybody who doesn't know that, i.e. kind of just me, don't use Traptrix at the beginning of your turn. Use it like when you've used all your other traps and have no other traps to use. Yeah, so, yeah, don't be me. Don't be Yungmanray, please. So, you know, he's going to go for the, what's his name, the Mud Dragon. And that's actually pretty cool. I like that he went with Mud Dragon instead of the Millennium Eyes guy, because, like, this guy is pretty good, too. He stops targeting and things. And a lot of the stuff that I have in this deck kind of targets. I kind of just meant Ballista Squad. That's the only card that really targets in this deck. Everything else is kind of just like a trap hole or something. But yeah, I still like to see Mud Dragon out there. Shout outs to Mud Dragon, but not in this situation, because I kind of just Traptrix Trap Hold Nightmare him. So yeah. Sorry about that, Mud Dragon. Shout outs though. From there, he's gonna go Tour Guide. Tour guide's going to give him that Sangan, and he's going to search with pre-prep, or is that just normal prep? Oh, that's normal prep. He's just going to, no pre-prep. He's just regular preparing. No pre-prepping in this situation here. Maybe that was his downfall. Anyways, he's going to hit me with a crispy 2,000 damage. He's going to go into his Anaconda Verte. From there, Anaconda Verte is going to get him the fusion that he needs, which is Millennium Eyes Restrict, you know, the big boy. From there, my Lair of Darkness is going to activate for no reason. I'm going to get that normal summon, going to get that Traptrix Sarah. I'm going to Ballistia Squad his Millennium Eyes. We could destroy his Verte, because you don't want either of those guys on the field, because, I mean, like, Verte, he can make a fusion monster every turn by just giving up 2,000 life. I mean, what is that? That's too easy to do. Why? And also, I mean, you don't want Millennium Eyes Restrict on the field, because he's just going to be grabbing your monsters, and nobody wants that either, you know what I'm saying? All right, so since we activated a trap, we're going to be able to do our Traptrix Sarah things, which means special summon a Traptrix from the deck. And then once we special summon a Traptrix from the deck and that effect activates, we're going to be able to put a trap hole face down. Man, there's a lot of traps. I'm trying to, like, say trap a lot without stumbling over my words, but this is really hard. Just bear with me, you guys. Yeah. So from there, we're going to put 2 trap cards face down, and we're going to make a token, because, you know, we like tokens. From there, he's going to draw that Super Poly, which is bad luck for you, boy. It's going to make some more tokens for him. He's going to take care of my Traptrix Sarah with his Radiant Kaiju guy. From there, I'm going to Ballistia Squad and try and blow up his face down. I had no idea it was Super Poly, so now I'm looking a little stupid. I got 4 dark monsters on the field. Well, he's not dark, but I mean, Lair of Darkness makes everything dark, so Super Poly is just going to have a field day. Since I have 3 dark monsters on the field, he's going to go for that Triff. Shout out Triff Gaming. So yeah, at least I get a token, so that's all right. From there, he's going to Magical Soul, Magician Soul. I think that's the name of that card, Magician Soul. Not as broken as it used to be like a year ago. He's going to dump a Princess Illusion Magician to get that nice special summon, but I'm going to be like, I don't know how I'm feeling about that. And hit him with that Grave Digger's Trap Hole. He's going to attack my token, but that's fine. We eat those. Oh, I literally just drew the perfect card in this situation. Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Shout outs to this guy. We never really make any monsters that's big enough to tribute ourselves with this. Let me see. Maybe we have a AA Zeus in there. Maybe if we ever use that, or I think Utopia. No, yeah, in Utopia too. But we don't really make those guys like that. I try not to, because it's kind of just like, oh, I go into Utopia double, and then I win. So I kind of just like to play games all the way through without using them. But if you're in a competitive situation, I'll always go for Utopia double whenever you can, and then go into Zeus afterwards. Always. But yeah. So yeah, most of the time we're going to be using Eradicator Epidemic Virus on our opponent's cards, like in this situation right here. And that's low-key just the best way to use it. I mean, I know when you're playing Lair of Darkness, you kind of use it for Darkest Diablos or whatever. But we don't play Diablos in here because he's kind of bricky. So you're going to be using that card on your opponent's stuff. From there, we're going to put down a Traptrix again, and no tokens this time. I don't know what he just did. I think he just discarded a card or something. I don't know. I don't feel like going back. Don't judge me. From there, I'm just going to Traptrix into a Bottomless Trap Hole. So no matter what he does, I'm just going to hit him with the Trap Hole. I have 2 of these joints. So no matter what he does, I'm going to hit him with 2 Trap Holes. So he's going to realize, I don't really have anything. Like, I can give him the Kaijus and battle it out. But, I mean, he's just going to hit me with the Trap Hole whenever I put down mine. So I'm just going to quit here. But, yeah. That's the first duel, Traptrix, man. Lair of Traptrix. It kind of just stops you from doing things, but doesn't really lay on a whole lot of damage. Traptrix are kind of just like, does little itsy bitsy chunks of damage each turn, and hopefully you die after a while, or you just quit because you're tired of getting all your monsters destroyed. Traptrix likes it best when you never have a monster on board, because once you have a monster on board, that's when it starts to get kind of hard to remove things. And that's why I'm playing Lair of Darkness, so I can play things like Ballistia Squad, so I can essentially take 2 things off the board at once. So it just adds a little help, because Traptrix are not going to be running over anything. I mean, unless you're playing Utopia double. Other than that, Traptrix they're not going to be running over anything. They want things not to touch the field at all. So number 2 is here. We're going up against level 1 things. I think this is a relinquished deck. Damn, I just played up against a relinquished deck. Okay, I had 2 level 1 decks that I wanted to showcase. One of them was like a Lyra Lusk Wing Beast deck, and the other one was this Millennium Eyes Restrict level 1 deck. And I really should have chose the Lyra Lusk one. I'm not gonna lie, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have chose the Lyra Lusk one to replay. But it's already too late now because I've already chose this one, and I also have a really good reason why I chose this one. I wanted to showcase off the Lair of Darkness Lone Fire Blossom kind of combo. I'm putting that in parentheses, combo, that you can pull off and just get like a whole lot of tokens. Unfortunately, I don't really have a way to highlight on those tokens. I think that might have been the right word. I don't know. Capitalize is the better word. I didn't really have a way to capitalize on those tokens, but I'll go a little bit more into that during the recommendation section. Man, I'll be talking about a lot of stuff in recommendations. And honestly, by the time I get to the recommendations, I'm probably not going to remember any of the stuff I'm going to have to tell you. But hey, maybe I will. So, yeah, I just wanted to showcase off how many tokens you could really get in your first turn and, stuff like that. But yeah, I really should have chose the other one because the other one was more interesting. Well, the deck that I was playing against was more interesting than this one. Um, but hey, man, you know how it goes. Maybe I'll show it one day. All right, so we're gonna start this turn off by hitting the Lair of Darkness. You got to hit that Lair of Darkness first when you're about to tribute a whole lot of monsters. We're gonna go into our Lone Fire Blossom tribute combo things. Where we're just gonna get a whole bunch of Lone Fire Blossoms, and then we're gonna go get an Evil Thorn. That's gonna get us into 2 more Evil Thorns. That's gonna get us that Traptrix Link monster. Now, it kind of sucks because I only have 1 trap, and it's like, ooh, man, I wish I would have more traps. Like, you really don't want to draw into more than 1 Lair of Darkness at any given time, really. So yeah, that was kind of an L on my part. But we got 1 trap, and also fortunately, we're gonna have 4 tokens here as bodies. So yeah, so that's also one thing that's really good about Lair of Darkness. Traptrix, they kind of get overwhelmed sometimes, especially when your opponent does actually start to get those monsters on board and plays through all of your trap holes, and they just start making big monsters. Like Traptrix start to get real overwhelmed because they cannot take out a whole lot of monsters like that. They don't really have mass destruction or well, I mean, was bottomless trap hole is mass destruction if they special summon them all at the same time, but it doesn't always work out like that. So yeah, there's no really mass destruction in Traptrix. It's not really a way for Traptrix to swing over things like I was saying earlier. So it's kind of nice to be able to place these tokens here to have some bodies, so you can maybe recuperate next turn just in case you get overran by stuff during your opponent's turn. You just take a couple punches. I appreciate that. Thank you, tokens. So from here, he's going to go into his relinquished combo. He's going to grab my token so he can get a little bit of attack, but he's not going to be able to swing over anything. I'm going to be able to get into my turn. I'm going to normal summon that Traptrix Mermelio, and then from there, I'm going to get my Traptrix Sarah. I really should have attacked with Traptrix Mermelio, however you say her name. It really don't matter. We're going to call her Traptrix M. Traptrix M, man, I should have attacked with her first before I went into Traptrix Sarah, just so I could have more damage. But hey, man, sometimes life happens. You just gotta be smarter about that. Always get as much damage as you can, man. From there, I'm gonna destroy his relinquished anima, and then I'm gonna do 28,000 damage. Oh, I'm gonna do 2,800 plus 800 more. I don't know why I said 1,000. I'm gonna do 2,800 damage plus 800 more damage. How much is that? 3,600. Quick math. I was probably wrong, but hey, who cares? I'm not a mathematician. I play Yu-Gi-Oh. So during the end phase, we get the special summon from the graveyard using the Traptrix Link effect, the new one. I'm not going to say her name because that's going to be hard to say. Okay, I got to say it. Utricularia. Okay, Traptrix Unts. Okay, she was able to special summon from the graveyard, which got us our Traptrix M. Traptrix M is going to activate no matter if your opponent has a spell trap or not to pop. Therefore, Traptrix Sarah is going to activate, which is going to get us a trap card to set during our turn. Well, our end phase. From there, Lair of Darkness always got to activate, but there's no tokens to make right here. He's gonna normal summon his King Caballo. That's gonna get him the Sphere Karibo. Sphere Karibo is gonna give him the Relinquished Anima. Anima is gonna grab Traptrix Sarah. Don't know why he grabbed Sarah. He could have grabbed the token and then swung into Sarah. That kind of would have been smarter in that situation. But hey, who am I to judge? Okay. Afterwards, during the end phase, King Caballo goes back to this guy's hand. So, that's nice. That's a cool card. From there, I'm going to draw into a Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. I'm going to put on my guy's face up. We're going to attack him for a crispy amount of damage here. Oh, and he's just going to lose here. Yeah. Yeah, you see, like, my opponent didn't really do much, and it was easy to get a lot of resources on him and just overwhelm him with resources, because all he did was keep making relinquish anima. So I really wish I would have showcased that other Lyra Loose deck, because, I mean, that guy, he was making XZ monsters. He made the some Morg Link and all that stuff. And it was a better showcasing of the deck and how it can constantly stop your opponent, rather than how you can just make 4 tokens that didn't really do much within the duel. Maybe I should have rethought of which one I should have replayed, but it's too late! Next duel. Alright, you guys, in that third replay, we're going to be going up against Red Dragon Archfiends, and, man, I wish Red Dragon Archfiends would really get some more support, because these guys have been stuck making the same plays for like 2 to 3 years now. They all just go into Red Rising Dragon, and then from there they get their stuff negated, and then pass turn. That's really how it is. Like, if you ever went up against a Red Dragon Archfiend player, and then they go into Red Rising Dragon, and then you just negate their effect, and then they just quit, or they just pass turns. It's like, man, that's really it. That's all y'all could have accomplished in that turn, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Man, Red Dragon Archfiends, they need some support, please. Give them more than one avenue of play, please. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get into the duel. I'm going to start off by normal summoning my Evil Thorns. Evil Thorns going to get hit by that Ash Blossom, but it's A-okay, because now we have that brand new Traptrix monster that's going to allow us to send a set card to the graveyard and special summon her. I think you have to specify and send a trap. Yeah, it has to be a set trap, so it can't be a spell or anything. It has to be a trap. Send that to the grave, and you're going to be able to special summon her. We had 2 bottomless trap holes, so, I'm just going to use one of them. And then we're going to be able to special summon. And then we're going to put our guys face down. Then we're going to make a Traptrix Sarah. Now he's going to normal summon his Red Sprinter that he just drew. That's going to allow him to get a Resonator. To be special summoned on the board. Then he's going to search another Resonator. And now I think he's going to go into a Synchro Monster. He's going to go into Red Rising Dragon. You know how that goes. You know what the Red Dragon Archfiend guy do. From there, I'm going to Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare to stop him from completing his plays and his goals. From there, I'm going to be able to special summon my Traptrix Dianea. Dianea is going to allow me to get Trap Hole Traptrix Nightmare from the graveyard. And then when that happens, I'm going to be able to get Gravedigger's Trap Hole and put it down, face down there. I'm going to draw into that Traptrix Trap. I was going to draw into Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. I just like saying that over and over again now. I know I was having trouble saying it earlier, but now it's just fun to say. Yeah. I'm just going to search I didn't search the Traptrix. I drew into the Traptrix for my draw phase. I'm going to put that face down, and then I'm going to use the 2 monsters that I had right there in order to make the new Traptrix Link. I'm going to hit him for a crispy 18 damage. And unfortunately, my Traptrix Dianea's effect had to activate or resolve at the end phase and send this to the banish. But at the same time, I can special summon another Dianea. Dianea is going to get us a bottomless trap hole. From there, he's going to Resonator call again. I'm going to get myself Ballistia Squad. But as you can see, your boy keeps messing up. Once again, your boy uses Traptrix as their first card. Why would I do that when I can only use one more trap card afterwards? Why would I do that? Somebody tell me why Yungmanray would do that. Put down in the comments. Why is Yungmanray so dumb as to use Traptrix as his first card during his opponent's turn, when it says right here that you can only activate one trap card for the rest of the turn after this card resolves? Why? Why, Yungmanray? Why are you doing this to yourself? Are you a masochist? Do you just like to see the world burn? I don't know. Please, someone stop me in this rant. I don't know. What did I use? What did I put? I don't know. Oh yeah, Ballistia Squad. Okay. He's gonna activate something in his graveyard. I'm gonna hit him with that Gravedigger's Trap Hole. You guys saw what it was. I don't have to see everything. I'm not all knowing or all powerful. I'm gonna do 2,000 damage to him, and he's gonna just put a guy face down. From now I have now I have Lair of Darkness here, so now we're gonna be able to send his guys over to the wow, I'm just talking now. I'm just saying words that don't even make sense. I placed the Lair of Darkness, so now we're gonna be able to tribute his monsters with Ballistia Squad, but that's not really gonna be a problem because he's not really doing anything right now. Okay. We're gonna attack his guy, destroy it, and then we're gonna attack him directly for 18. Gonna make a Traptrix Sarah because that's just what we do, and we're gonna end our turn. From there, we're gonna special summon a Traptrix Dianea. Dianea is gonna activate Sarah's effect, which is gonna give us another trap card. And then it's gonna go into his turn. He's just gonna put another face down because that's kind of just what Red Dragon Archfiends do at this point in time when they can't get their main play going. We're gonna search a trap. We're gonna put a trap face down. We're gonna make our Traptroids. We're gonna make our Traptrix Alomeris. They really need to give these girls better names, man, because these are really hard names to say. As you can see, we really didn't do anything with the Traptrix. I just wanted to make it to give variety in the duel because I also didn't want to go for Utopia or whatever because it was a face down monster. But yeah, this card takes 2 level 4 monsters, and this card's unaffected by trap effects, which is cool. Oh, it's only while you have XYZ materials. Okay, whatever. You can attach 2 materials from this card, especially summon 1 level 4 insect monster from your graveyard. So it's kind of just like a trash version of this card. But actually, no, this is actually probably better because you could use this whenever, and this only activates during the end phase. If your opponent's monster leaves the field because of a card effect and is now in the graveyard or banished, so therefore, if it's hit with a trap hole card, you can attach 1 material from that card and target that monster and special summon it. So that's pretty cool. If your opponent has like big monsters, then you can special summon them onto your side of the field. But I don't know how practical that is. Like I said, well, actually I do know how practical it is. It's not practical at all. I've played many a duels with this deck, and this is like my 2nd or 3rd time ever making this guy, and I didn't even use his effect, and I don't think I ever use his effect anytime I make it, so yeah. It's not that good. I wish it was. I'm sorry. I can see you got that whole vampire thing going, like, oh, if a monster gets sent to the graveyard as a zombie, you can special. I could see what you're going for here, but it just doesn't work as well in this deck as it does in zombies, I guess. So yeah, that card sucks. Let's go to the next duel. Yo, my team, my squad, my fam. This is the last replay, man. And we're going up against Winged Dragon of Frog. And the reason why I wanted to say this for the last replay is partially because this was a pretty long duel. We had a nice little back and forth. And that's kind of due to both of our decks kind of sucking. We both didn't draw the best hands, and I also kept giving him tokens, and I couldn't then swing over those tokens with my monsters, or I just never had monsters to play with. So yeah, we just had a nice little back and forth, and it was pretty fun. But I really like this concept because he kind of plays the slime god too in here, so it kind of has some synergy with the frogs and stuff. And when the frogs can't take care of it, Winged Dragon of Raw could just punch you for 8,000 and call it a day if he wants. But yeah, just see how it goes. I don't think it was really executed that well in this duel because we both kind of didn't have good hands. But I can see how it could work, and it was pretty interesting. I might want to try my hand at a Winged Dragon of Frog deck one day. So yeah, it's gonna start off with my turn. I'm just gonna put all these face downs, put my Lair of Darkness, and then make my Traptrix Sarah. From there, we're gonna go into his turn. He's gonna start doing some frog shenanigans. He's gonna send his Ronin Totem, and then he's gonna normal summon his swap frog. Now this is kind of where I do get at fault or put some fault on this guy for not really knowing the deck that well. And I mean, this just coming from a guy that's played frogs for like ever. But yeah, man, you should have hit that salvage, man. So you could have got these 2 guys. You could have got another special summon with Swap Frog. As long as you got water monsters in your hand, you can keep discarding. Well, I mean, you can't send him back to your hand, but you can use that effect twice. And you could have sent a Ronin Totem. Then you would have had the normal summon with Crystal Girl. I mean, I'm just saying, man, there's so many other things that you could have did with this hand based on this one salvage, and you kind of didn't do what you had to do to make this deck run at its fullest potential. And maybe that's also why he didn't do that good. Because I mean, it doesn't really take that much to get frogs to pop off like that. Like I said, all he would need to do was use that salvage in the right situation, and he could have had the Marincess link and dumping more stuff. Could have at least had a Toad on here if he wanted to, but he didn't go that way. Maybe he just needs to do a little more testing. Maybe he hadn't played frogs like that before, and this is his first deck. I don't know, but it's just so many other things you could have did, man. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm backseat dueling this guy's deck, man. I don't know, but yeah. His Swap Frog's gonna send another Swap Frog in, and then he's gonna use his Ronin-Tonin's effect to get that special summon. I'm gonna be like, nah, got the Gravedigger's Trap Hole here, so that's not gonna be happening. From there, I'm gonna be able to make my Dionea and reset my Gravedigger's Trap Hole, and then I'm gonna be able to set a Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. He's gonna use his salvage to get his guys to the hand, and he's gonna take out my Traptrix Sarah. All right, back onto my turn. I'm going to normal summon that Traptrix M. I'm going to get a Gravedigger's Trap Hole, and I'm going to attack him directly for 17, and I'm going to take out his Swap Frog with my Traptrix M. From there, I'm going to make my Traptrix Oots, and I don't think my Lair Darkness is going to bring any tokens. From there, I'm going to special summon my Traptrix M again, and unfortunately, I keep forgetting as well. There's a lot of things I forget about this deck because I don't really play it that much like that, but yeah, during the end phase, the end phase after Traptrix Dionea sets a card, that card goes to the banish. I think I said that earlier. I don't know why I'm re-explaining things. So yeah, just watch out for that, you guys. Just let you guys know that again. From here, he's going to normal summon his Ronin-Tonin, so he can special summon his Guardian Slime. From there, he's going to make Egyptian God Slime, but I'm going to be like, nah, bruh, I got the Bottomless Trap Hole. And from there, I'm going to be able to reset it face down using Traptrix Use effect. He's going to use his Millennium Revelations in order to discard a card in order to search a Monster Reborn. I think he has to send a Divine Beast. Yeah, he had to send a Divine Beast in order to search his Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn is going to allow him to special summon his Guardian again. He's going to make another Egyptian God Slime. And I'm like, nah, bro. I got 2 Bottomless Trap Holes for your boy. So he's not going to be able to do anything. He's just going to go for the Ronin-Tonin defense mode and call it a day. And since I did a whole lot of shenanigans this turn, he is going to be able to get 2 tokens. That's not that many shenanigans. I'm going to be able to put 2 cards face down and attack his tokens and make a Traptrix Sarah. From there, I'm going to be able to special summon Traptrix M, pop his back row, and be able to set another thing. That's pretty nice. Going on back into his turn, since I got 3 monsters, he's going to hit me with that nice, crispy Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere mode. I did not see that coming at all. Yeah. Traptrix usually aren't able to generate a whole lot of monsters like that to even get Winged Dragon of Ra Speared mode, so I took that as a surprise. I was very, very confused. Since he tributed 3 monsters, he's going to get 3 tokens. This guy is playing the game smart now. It's going to get into my turn. I'm going to be a tad bit upset because I'm not going to be able to set that Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Right now, I'm most afraid of his Winged Dragon of Ra. I don't know when he's going to drop that, and having Eradicator Epidemic Virus would have been perfect for that situation, because I could have just tributed it away. But yeah, I'm not able to put him face down because my field is full. During the end phase, Sphere Mode is going to go to his field, as you can see. From there, he's going to use them 3 tributes. Man, I gave him just enough tributes to make this Raw. And that means he didn't have to use his Fear Mode. So now he just has a Fear Mode right here that I can't really attack into or do anything to. He's not going to use his effect to drain his life because, I mean, he only has 2,000. He's really just going to go into that rank 10 Ravenous Tarantula, which is pretty smart. I would do the same thing. But I'm going to hit this guy with the Bottomless Trap Hole anyways. And this guy, he did have a problem during the duel. He did say that was bull because the guy is special summoned with 0 attack. as his original attack, so I shouldn't have been able to use Bottomless Trap Hole. And I was trying to argue that it doesn't do original attack. If it focused on original attack, Bottomless Trap Hole would then say, when your opponent summons a monster with an original attack of this or this, then that'll happen. But instead, um, it goes on the attack that you gain once you hit the board. And I think this card automatically, inherently gains attack once it hits the board. Therefore, it was able to be hit by Bottomless Trap Hole. I don't know if I'm right about that or if there's just a bug in the game. Somebody let me know in the comment section if that's how it works or if it works how this guy says. I think I might be right because usually cards distinct between original attack or not. So yeah, just let me know in the comments which one's right. Maybe put some rules in there or something. I don't know. I just want to know who was correct in that situation. From here, during the end phase, I'm gonna make a Ballista Squad with my Trap Trick. And from there, I'm gonna send away his Swap Frog and destroy his Ronin Totem. But I honestly should have did it on my turn because I'm gonna give him 2 tokens that I can't get rid of. No, I'm gonna give him 4 tokens. I gave this man so many tokens this turn that I cannot deal with. I'm just gonna put 2 face downs down and call it a day. Okay, so that face down was an Imperm. He's just gonna place a face down and his turn. I'm gonna activate my Phantom Knights, Shade of Bardiche. Or Shade of Brigadine, not Bardiche. Shadows to Bardiche. He's not in this deck though. What's this doing? I'll make some tokens. Gonna go into my turn. I'm gonna normal summon that what's this guy's name? Affirma the Wicked Warden. Yeah, I'm gonna normal summon him. Usually we just use him to search the field spell, but I was like, hey man, I might be able to get a draw off by attributing one of his monsters. I try to activate that effect, but I get hit with the Ash Blossom. You know how it goes. But I'm gonna activate the Grave Digger's Trap Hole. I totally forgot I did that. Oh man, I hit him with the Grave Digger's Trap Hole, boy, and I roast this man for 2,000 life, and that's how the game ends. Man, it was a good back and forth. Thank you. Oh my good man, because I don't know how I was gonna. I really don't know how I was gonna defeat him. Like, I know he has no cards in hand, and I probably would have been able to whittle him down next turn, but he just had so many tokens, man. And I just kept giving him tokens, and he had that Imperm, but I don't think I would have used an effect or nothing. But you know, he had the Imperm. We don't know what he was gonna do. But yeah, that was just a nice back and forth, nice little duel. Yeah, let's go to the recommendations, man. All right, team. So there you have it, man. Lair of Traptrix, man. As you can see, it's a pretty cool deck. It does what it needs to do when it goes first. I didn't play any duels where I went second because I don't even think I recorded any duels where I went second. And also because this deck still does not go well going second. Like, this deck just doesn't do well going second. If I had to go second, I'd probably throw in some evenly matches and whatnot. But as you know, on EDO Pro, I do single duels. Maybe I need to start doing matches. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some videos where I do singles, some videos where I do matches, so you can get a variety of stuff. But for today, we were just doing singles and only duels where I go first. So yeah, if you ever find yourself in a match and you're going second playing this deck, I would highly recommend throwing in some Dark Ruler No Mores and some evenly matches because those cards are good and are free on EDO Pro. So yeah. But other than that, I'm just going to kind of go into some recommendations for the deck. I know right now, as you can see, I have a lot of XZ monsters in here. Honestly, you could take all of these guys out except for Utopia Double and Utopia. Other than that, take everybody else out. Maybe even Zeus. Keep Zeus in there. Because all these other guys are kind of useless. If you really want to, you can keep the Traptrix guys in here, but really they're all useless. So is Aroma Seraphie Jasmine. I came up with this extra deck in like 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, like 30 seconds while I was making this deck. I didn't really know what to throw in here. With its tokens, this deck does have the capabilities of making Link monsters. I would throw in Link monsters, but I wouldn't throw in like Link 4s or nothing like that. I would try to keep it at Link 2 at the most. Maybe, well, no, let's go for Link 3 at the most because you got Nightmare Unicorn. You know, I always throw in Masquerena when I can. I would put in a Masquerena. because she just takes two non-link monsters. They can be tokens, and that could really get you into a Nightmare Unicorn, especially if you're special summoning from the graveyard each turn with the Traptrix guy. So yeah. Also, another recommendation I'd want to throw in here is Beat Cop from the Underworld. When you use two dark monsters to make this card, i.e. the tokens, or I mean every card on the field is a dark monster with Lair of Darkness, you get the effect that you contribute a monster and then target one face-up card on the field, place one patrol counter on it. You can only use this effect once per turn. Also, once per turn, if the card with a patrol counter would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can just remove that counter. So that's a little extra protection for your monsters. Traptrix have a lot of low attack, low defense monsters, i.e. Traptrix Sarah. So you can use Beat Cop from the Underworld, give her a counter, so just protect her for a turn if you really wanted to, just to use your tokens for something. Because you usually want to use your opponent's tokens for all the tributing, or their monsters for the tributing. You don't want to use your tokens. You kind of want to use that for advantage. And so yeah, you can use that to use Beat Cop for some protection on your Sarah, or even on your other Link monster. I would not recommend playing Wee Witch's Apprentice, only because Wee Witch's Apprentice raises the attack of all dark monsters on the field, not just your opponents. I mean, not just yours, but also your opponents. That's what I meant to say. So it's not really helping you out at all. It's kind of just making an even playing field. I guess when she gets destroyed, you can target a dark monster in your graveyard, but that's not good either because you don't really play that many inherently dark monsters. You just play Evil Thorns, this, and Lady of Lament, and none of those cards are really worth grabbing from the graveyard once they've hit the graveyard. So yeah, she's really just not that good in Lair of Traptrix, so I would not use her. I don't recommend her. I'd highly recommend Super Poly though. Super Poly can help out with removal. If I was going second, I'd throw in Super Poly along with Evenly Matched and Dark Ruler No More. Actually, I wouldn't play Dark Ruler no more. Don't quote me on that. Don't use Dark Ruler. Actually, I would use Lightning Storm. Huh, honestly. Or light is it Lightning Storm? Is that what it's called? The new one? Lightning Storm. Yep, it's Lightning Storm. I would use Lightning Storm. And the reason why I say that is because I know if you draw into it any other time except for your first draw, then you're kind of fucked. But Lightning Storm will be able to wipe a board for you because Traptrix are not able to wipe a board too easily. And they're not able to mass remove things too easily. So Lightning Storm there should be able to help you out by removing that board or removing those spells and traps and allowing you to actually make those plays. So will Super Poly be able to help you out. As long as you have Lair of Darkness on the field, you'll be able to Super Poly and get that mass removal, either 2 to 3 monsters with Triff and Starving Venom. So yeah, along with that, I would also recommend Dark Spirit Art Greed. I would not usually recommend this card, but as of right now, I'm recommending it because I kind of like the interaction that it has with Eradicator Epidemic Virus. If I were to throw this in my deck, I would also play Eradicator Epidemic Virus to 3. But this is only in like a janky world where I just don't really care about winning that much, and I kind of just want to see how things interact with each other. All right, that's my mind frame when playing this because honestly, if you get that 2-card combo going and you're able to tribute a monster with 2,500 or more attack, your opponent's not going to have any spell cards in their hand to negate this draw 2 right here. And then on top of that, you're going to be able to tribute your opponent's monster to get that draw 2. So it's so much advantage there. And on top of that, you're going to be tributing their monster for this too. That's just a lot of advantage right there real fast. That's a +4, I think, if I'm thinking of card advantage correctly, because you're tributing 2 of their monsters at the cost of, well, no, it's still just a +2 because you're losing 2 cards. But you're I don't know how card economy works. Let me know if I was right. Is that a +4 or is that a good combo at all? I mean, it's a good combo because it's gonna work because your opponent's not gonna have a spell card in their hand, but it's kind of janky because you got to play 2 cards that aren't searchable. Actually, is Dark Spirit Art searchable in Charmers? I don't know. Somebody let me know. But yeah, I'm talking a lot. But yeah, those are my recommendations. This is the deck. If you have a chance, take out all these XEs, add some links, add the Super Poly if you can. I don't know. Actually, I wouldn't put in Super Poly unless you just wanted to, because this deck is solid. I'd just add some link monsters, honestly. But if you wanted to play the Super Poly route, the go second route, I'd recommend you throw in Super Poly. Yeah. I think I just said a whole bunch of random things again. I'm just gonna get off before this turns into a 12 to 15 minute segment right here. So yeah, until next time, you guys and you gals. It's been your boy Yungmanray. I'm signing out and whatnot. Catch y'all later.